In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a Brooke Shields natural inspired hair and makeup look, specifically for mature women. So Brooke is known for her effortless beauty, her full brows, and her very minimal makeup look. And she just has really like a soft glow, just a very healthy look, nothing overdone. I'm going to show you how to get that same vibe, specifically with products that are made for mature skin. I'm going to be recreating this makeup look up here. So if you're looking to recreate that same vibes as Brooke Shields, then continue watching. So first off, we're going to start with the brows. And if you know Brooke, she has very, very full, thick brows. It's sort of her signature look. So I'm going to go in with the Jones Road brow pencil. It looks like this. It's in the color light brunette. Okay, it's a chubby pencil that looks like so. I'm going to show you the Jones Road pencil sharpener too, because you can see that this needs to be sharpened. I like to make the tip as sharp as possible. Okay, so it's gonna be this now. Can you see the difference compared to what it was? All right, so we're gonna go in and I'm gonna have to use a mirror to do this, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna fill those brows in. And I'm gonna try to make like hair-like strokes by just taking my finger and flicking it upwards. Hers are very thick, thicker than what I wear, but so there you go. You can see the difference, right? It's a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker like she wears it. Okay, there you go. Those are the brows. So Brooke's brows are thick, but they're very soft looking, and the brow pencil retails for $25. So for her eyes, she keeps it very soft, very natural looking. She did share in one of her articles that she likes to use the Urban Decay palette, okay? And they rebranded that a few years ago, so the packaging probably looks different. But it has this color palette. It's a very cool, soft tone palette. And you get 12 shades for, I've seen it priced anywhere from $58 to $62. So wherever you like to shop. So it's a very casual, natural type look. She doesn't like anything overdone. She was a natural beauty. I don't know if anybody remembers her from, I think it was Blue Lagoon, that movie, like in the 80s. Like she was absolutely fabulous looking. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go in and we're just gonna go very softly. I'm gonna be using these first three colors on this palette, which is Virgin, Sin, and Naked. And it's these three colors right here. And what I'm gonna do is just take this 06 brush from Yato and go in and fill in my entire lid. And I love the fact that the Jones Road products actually focus a lot on skincare. Okay, so that's just going in and evening out pretty much everything on my lid with a very neutral color. And then I'm gonna go in with this BK Beauty brush, this 211 brush, and go in there with a deeper shade and just to fill in the crease, and it's this shade right here. So I think her eyes always look very defined, but never heavy. I would never say that was a heavy look. In the crease, and just kind of go back and forth and blend that in. Going right in there, right where my hood is, and kind of doing sweeping motions back and forth. Next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take this shimmer, this one here, it's in the color Sin, and I'm just gonna go right across my lid with that. I'm gonna take a little bit flatter brush, this one here from Morphe. I find with anytime I'm doing a shimmer, it's better to go in there and just kind of pack it in there. Not too many sweeping motions putting it on, just kind of pressing it into the lid. You can also take your finger and just lightly press that into the lid. So with the exception of using these brushes for my eyes, obviously everything else I'm gonna pretty much be using my fingers to apply. Okay, and I have this pencil here. This is the eye pencil. This is called, it's called the Best Pencil. It's in the shade Violet. And I'm just gonna go in, it's a shade here. Very soft, not too heavy, not too dark for, you know, you don't want anything too like heavy like black. I'm gonna actually go in and use the other side of the pencil sharpener. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna go right underneath here and go right into my waterline, just to define that lash line a little bit. So now I'm gonna go in, I'm going to take this like shader brush from BK Beauty, okay? And I'm just gonna go in and gently blend that violet pencil right in there so it looks very soft and subtle up against that like light pink shadow that's on my lid. Okay, so it's very soft, very effortless looking, nothing too crazy. So if you have brown or hazel eyes, this is a really good color to use. And this retails for $26. Okay, next we're gonna be getting into the foundation. And what can I say about the foundation? It's a very light, very healthy looking glowy foundation. If you have dry skin, it works great on dry skin. I love it in the winter time because it's super light, it's very hydrating, it has a lot of skincare properties in there, and you do not need to use a primer with it. Now, is it you either love it or you hate it? There's no in between with the foundation. Some of the complaints that I've heard from people who don't like it is that it smells, that they don't like having to put it on with their hands. It just feels very sticky on the face. There is a slight smell to it, yes, and it does feel very sticky when you first put it on. But after about 30 minutes, I don't even know that it's on there anymore, but it's very hydrating on the skin is what I really like about it. Okay, so it comes and it's called What the Foundation, and I have it in the shade Light Clair. This size right here retails for $44, and there's almost 2 ounces of product in here for $44. So it comes in a jar, looks like so. And you can see it's very creamy texture. You can see it's very creamy. I'll go in there and show you. I'm mixing it up and show you. So it looks, it's very wet but thick. Oops, I'll be dropping it out all over. You can see that it's very high. It's like skincare, right? That's really what it feels like. So it's more of a tinted balm that's going to even out your tone and give your skin a lot of hydration. So you don't want to pull too much. You really want to kind of press it into the skin. So I'm going to take what I have on the end of this brush and show you exactly how to apply. So I would go something like this. Just keep pressing it in. And it does have a slight smell. So you can see it gives a very hydrated look. And just keep pressing it in. When I first got this, I didn't know how to apply it. I tried with sponges, I tried with brushes, and then somebody actually, shared with me that you're supposed to use your fingers, and I have to agree. It looks a lot better when you use it just is easier when you use your fingers. And you don't need a lot. Now, you're not gonna get a ton of coverage, but it is gonna it's just gonna even out the skin. Okay, I'm gonna go with a little bit more and put it across my forehead. So I'm just using little bits and pieces and press that in there. And you can see that that just kind of evened out everything, right? It doesn't look too heavy. Does it feel, it feels like I have like a heavy moisturizer on my skin right now, okay? And that will change over the next, 30 minutes or so. All right, so next I'm gonna go in, and I do need a little bit more coverage and a little bit more brightening in some areas. I'll go in and I'll take these face pencils that she has. I have it in the shade number 4 and in the shade number 5. Okay, one's a little bit darker, one's a little bit cooler looking too. The one I think I use more is the lighter shade for some reason, especially under my eyes. And what I'll go in do is go in and I'll just go in and brighten up some of those areas that need to be brightened up underneath then I'll take my ring finger and I'll just press that into the under eye. And these face pencils retail for $25. Now, if you're unsure about Jones Road, they have a kit. It's called the 5.0 kit going on right now, where they have sample sizes of just about everything that I'm sharing with you today. I think it retails anywhere between $68 and $88 wherever they're having the sale or the promotion. That would be a really, really good way to start. You do not go through these products fast, right? You have them, like the foundation and the Miracle Balms that I'm gonna be showing you, I've had for a while. And that's what I would do with the lighter shade underneath the eye. Now, I do have some areas on my face that I would go in and touch up also, and I'm gonna go in with the darker shade there. I'll go around my nose and I'll just take that and press that in. So when you're done, the face should look something like that. I would also, if you're looking to make your brow bone pop a little bit more, you can go underneath your brow and just kind of take the pencil and go up there and kind of carve it out just to kind of give it a little bit more pop. Okay, next I'll share with you. So these are the Miracle Balms. I have them in 2 shades. I have this one Pinch Cheeks, and then I have this one here, which is called Happy Hour, okay? You can see the difference in shade. Now, you can just use this one here, the lighter shade, if you just like to have a subtle glow on your cheeks, or you can use both of these together. And so I would go in first, and I'll show you the difference. Like this one here, and these retail for $38, but again, like I said, they have those sample sizes. If you're interested, I would definitely try that out, especially if you're unsure. And I would just prick that in, I would keep it up high and press it into my cheekbone. And again, using your fingers is the optimal way to do this. Now the other side, I'll just show you what the Miracle Balm looks like on just that side in case that's something that you think you want. It's just gonna give some shine to the tops of my cheekbones here. So depending on what your likes and dislikes are as far as blush. But I can also take this and go over, which is what I typically do, over the top of this, just to kind of soften it up a little bit. So this one has Happy Hour and Pinched Cheeks on there, and then this side just has the Happy Hour on there. So it's just a slightly different look. So I'm gonna go in and just kind of even this out and put the blush underneath here, the Pinched Cheeks one, and just kind of blend that. Okay, so for lips, I'll show you what it looks like. It's the shade here. It's from the company Essence, and I'm gonna show you. Pretty. It's a very neutral pinkish color. This retails for $2.99. I think it's a dupe for this one here from Makeup Forever, which retails for $28, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, very similar in color. So depending on your budget. She just lined her lips completely, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that just kind of enhanced the lips a little bit. So what she does after she fills in her lips with a pencil is she goes in there and she uses Laneige lip mask, which I have and I like very much. But this one here from Pixi I'm loving that even more. It's a great lip mask. It looks like so. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like on. It has this little applicator that you pull out here. Go in and I put it on the end of my ring finger and I just kind of blend it out. Retails for $11.99. Which if you're a Laneige lip mask, it's like half the price of that. But I'll leave a link to everything in the description box below in case you're interested, along with that 5.0 kit from Jones Road, if you're just like curious about trying this out. If it was me for the first time, that's what I would do. So anyway, the kit would have been a perfect way for me to start. And I'm telling you, like, you get a lot of product, even with those smaller sizes, and you need very little product to get the coverage that you need with these products. Again, it's a very sheer, natural look. And the way that Brooke was applying her lashes, she uses the Thrive mascara, which I have never used, and it just really gave her lashes a tremendous amount of length. Like, she has very long lashes. All right, so I'm gonna go in here with this Pro Lash Lip Mascara, and I'm gonna it just kind of grabs the underneath of the lash. And for those of you who don't know, she also has her own skincare and hair care products. So I'll leave a link to her site down below also. And if you are gaining any value, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. I love doing these celebrity recreations because it's just, I don't know, it's fun, it's different. Most of the celebrities that I do recreate are mature women who like natural makeup looks. So this will give you soft volume with this mascara. It lifts, right? But it does not really like clumpy on the lashes. And this retails for $28. Okay, next I'm gonna do the hair, because if you do like Brooke Shields' hair, which she has a very beachy, effortless type look to her hair, I'm gonna show you how I curl my hair. And then if you wanna recreate that on your own hair, even if you have shorter hair, this is a technique that you can use if you like that sort of not too polished looking hair. She uses a wand to curl her hair. I use this 1 inch long barrel from Bionic, which I absolutely love. And she kind of picks, she definitely sprays her hair. She uses a lot of leave-in conditioners in her hair. So I already just shampooed my hair. I have a leave-in conditioner that I blew dry in there. You can see I have my extensions in. And I'm just gonna go through and kind of spray. And she just likes a very effortless, like lived-in type look, right? So what she does is she picks up her hair here, okay, and she uses more like a wand. She would use it. So if you have a long barrel like this, I can use this either as a wand or I can use it as the clip-in, right? So what oh, ouch. I'm gonna try not to burn myself as I'm doing this, is she goes around, okay, and she leaves this very tip part out, and that kind of gives it more of a beachy type look, okay? So the ends look kind of like that. They're kind of straight at the end, but her hair is quite long. Now you can get away with doing this if your hair is shorter. Okay, so when you're doing the beachy type waves, I like to go one front, one back, one front, one back. So I would take this next one, lift it up, and go all the way around. Yeah, and obviously on shorter hair, you would probably just be able to go around maybe once, but it's a cute look on shorter hair. Here, like, I don't like to put my front piece in. And then I always do the front piece going back though. I don't do that coming down. Okay, again, leaving these pieces out. What I'm gonna do is finish curling the whole head. Okay, so I finished curling my hair. It's very simple, one going back, one going forward, all the way around my head, and leaving the ends out, right? So the ends are kind of beachy looking and not too neat. And then I'm gonna show you like just going through with like a wide tooth comb and brushing out those curls. So you get more of a beachy type wave. So yeah, you can just see how it's not too perfect, very soft and natural. And then I would just take this hairspray. This is the Super Clean from Mitchel. This is like by far, I've been using this for 100 years. I love it. It's the best hairspray because you can play with it the next day. It doesn't feel hard and crunchy. And just kind of lightly spray it. Kind of place the pieces if you felt like there's, you know, I don't know, like you feel like it's too clumpy looking, but this never gets crunchy. You could probably use a bigger iron if you wanted a looser wave. And if I was gonna do this on shorter hair in the back, I would probably use a flat iron because it would be really hard for you to get the iron around there. So anyway, guys, this is my recreation of the Brooke Shields very natural looking makeup for mature women. I hope you gained some value from this video.